Good morning guys, thanks very much for joining me. I hope you're all looking after yourselves and doing well. Something a little bit different for the channel today. Today we're going to go and be picking up a new tool, well new for me but old tool for the workshop. Let's give it a go, shall we? So here we are in the van, just about to head off. Tell you a little bit about it. So what we're going to pick up today is a Raglan 5. So it's an old circa 1960s-ish British made lathe. Bit of a story behind this lathe. It was actually my father-in-law's lathe that he did his apprenticeship on many years ago. So he had this lathe in the machine shop he was working in. Did his apprenticeship on it. When they upgraded, he actually bought this lathe off of them and then built his homemade traction engine, scale model traction engine on the exact lathe, and then sold it to his brother-in-law. And since then it is sat outside, covered underneath a tarpaulin for approximately, we worked out, about 26 years. So it's been sat there a very long time, so long the concrete it's sat on has sunk into the ground. So we're not sure of the condition of it. I don't expect anything to really move or work, but it's going to be a little project to hopefully put together. I'm not a machinist, but try and learn a few little lathing techniques, get the lathe going again. It'd be a nice thing for me and my father-in-law to do. So yeah, let's go and see if we can pick it up.
Scrap me in the rear, isn't it?
Hello, mate. All right. Scrap guys have turned up.
Just caught up on a fold, ain't it? You've got to take that with you, that's all pulled in, that's part of the deal.
Are you over? No, plug it in.
Oh, right.
Plug it in. Should we see if we can get this out of the way first? Drag it up.
Do you want a cup of tea or?
I've just had a coffee for this, Phil.
Oh, yeah, right.
I was thought you put that on top of Phil. How long has it been here, Phil? About 30 years.
Yeah. Right. But can't you tell, looking at it?
I'll get it running this afternoon.
Can of WD-40, mate.
It's the flower pot that's keeping it stood up like that.
Oh, there we go.
Plastic flower pot. It's a brush in here.
Yeah, mate.
Oh, hold on, there's another tobacco tin here. Do you want to?
That should have lightened it a bit.
There you go, look, some cutting bits here.
Go.
Rocking and rolling. One of them.
Oh, one of them.
One of these.
Oh, there's one of those.
It's different tapes it for different Morse tapered like that one. One of them.
Ah, there it is.
It's not as bad as you think though, is it? Really? I don't think it is.
How bad can they get?
Oh yeah, there is that as well.
Yeah. Oh, wait a second.
Yeah, that's just as much weight that.
I reckon you take that on the scaffold bar. I can see the back of it. Hold on.
I'll get this in the back. The catch works, isn't it?
Catch is bust, is it? It's a shame.
Have you got her on yet?
Not yet, just giving her a quick dust off. Just saying, one of the advantages of it being out here for so long, Phil, look, it's one, it's usually rusty paint remover. You can just scrape it off, brush.
Straight in there.
We've got cutting tools still in there, ready to go. She's ready to go.
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
One anywhere wrong. Yeah, ready? Right, now down onto that.
Nah, they have to go back out of it, I think, and then lift it up the trolley with the thingy. Because
Pull it out.
The weight's all at that end, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it should pivot up.
You reckon?
Let me get on that trolley. That'll go with it. Go on, you get on that trolley, Bill. Drop it on my foot.
You've got to slide it along.
Right, if we get either side off the lathe brake,
Yeah.
we're lifting.
Slide it to
Okay.
fraction more.
1, 2, 3.
Did you make this trolley?
But if we run really quickly, when the wheels hit that step,
Yeah.
it's slide up.
Yeah, it will.
Gets up against it.
Hang on. I know we built the dolly.
Alright, ready?
Yes.
Square up a little bit.
Square up.
There we go.
Right, we should be able to wheel it over that, shouldn't we?
Yeah, could probably do it. That is not going to make it.
You don't think?
Nah, look at it.
What's happened? The wheels hanging off.
It's going to go into tripod mode.
That's not going to make it. Oh, it's all going so well.
He's got another trolley that might be better than what you've got now. Just slide it straight on there.
It doesn't go under the wood, does it? Kick the wheels off as it goes.
What are we going for then? Just a little roll.
Lift this end onto that.
Right, 3, 2, 1.
No, I haven't got that.
That's not going to go like that. So, go underneath that and back. Try it. Go around. Go on, Phil.
Go in.
Just gonna watch your feet, guys. Keep your feet away from the thing.
Wheels,
Now,
If you want this. Now,
Is it high enough with it on that?
what do you mean?
Bad.
Oh right, I don't know. It's lower than the one that I made, so. You ready?
yeah. That's it. That's it.
It's now on the wood though, that's the problem. Ready?
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Where's our roller?
It's coming.
Oh, that's all right.
Coming, mate. It's coming.
Yeah. Someone else keep going.
Ready?
Oh, nearly there.
Oh, and another one like that.
Hold on, do you want to put that bar, would it go over the edge or is
Yeah,
it?
it will.
think
It's
it's
all
aiming
right.
for it.
Spot on it, mate.
3, 2, 1.
That's it. You're there.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you take your trolley away. Burn that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, only one fell off.
That's it. We're on.
Got that trolley with it. You can do that on your own. I'll get the rev.
Mate, to hold this up as well. Okay. So you're going to pull and go over your back.
Oh, hold on. That went a piece of piss.
To the middle of the fence. Good on me. Oh, let's just get it in. Ready? Get it done.
Oh, God, Jackie.
Go back to your bit and run up.
Run up when you're ready.
That's it. Oh, down we go.
Right,
Oh, just down there. pirouette. You're there for a minute, mate. So here she is then, guys, back in the workshop. We've managed to get it unloaded, safe transport. Little bit of palaver where it didn't actually fit in my van, which is not ideal. So for somebody who's trying to learn to do a bit of machining, maybe learning to use a tape measure would be a good start. Also, the original dolly that I made didn't stand up to the pressure of this lathe for very long. So luckily we had another one underneath. So anyway, we've got it home. This is the lathe. These are the bits and pieces we've got with it. So we've got a box of collets here that the rats have made home whilst it's been sat outside. One of these, whatever this is, one of these, which I think is an upside down one of those. Box of bits and pieces in there, cross-side screws, gears, jaws for the chuck, etc. And an old vintage Golden Virginia smoking tin. Very nice. We've got a 4-jaw chuck and we've got a faceplate. Now we've also got a 3-jaw chuck on the lathe itself. So this was originally a 3-phase lathe, but it was converted to single phase with a single phase motor on there. I have no idea whether this will work, what sort of condition it's in. It doesn't actually look as bad now we've got it home and cleaned it up a little bit. So I have gone along and just lubricated all the slides and the handles and the wheels and everything, cleaned up these parts. I'm going to pretend to fumble my way around knowing what the components are. Hopefully something I'll learn in time. And actually, believe it or not, we've got the tool post, which still works and locks down. We've got all of the components actually free and moving with very, very minimal effort, which is, honestly, it is unbelievable. It has genuinely been sat out there underneath that tarpaulin for over 26 years. Even the tailstock slides nice and freely and operates as it should. So the original plan was to hopefully do a full restoration on this, but now I've got it here looking at it, I actually quite like the patina effect. It shows the story of the lathe, it tells the story. So I think what we're going to do now is clean up all the critical surfaces, strip it down, clean all of these, get all the rust off of it, inspect it all, and then potentially just clean it and lacquer it as it is so that it's protected from any more rust, but it shows its age well. So a little bit about the lathe. I think it's called a Raglan 5 because it's got a 5-inch bed here. Obviously you've got your chuck, your normal operating things here. We've got, this has got a special feature on this lathe, which is a variable speed. I believe once it's running, you can turn it this way and it'll speed it up, and that way and it'll slow it down. And that is because it has a variable drive pulley, a bit like a scooter variator on the end of the motor. So that's quite a unique feature to this lathe. We've obviously got the gearbox inside here. And now I believe, controls wise, this is where it's going to be really helpful to have my father-in-law who knows this inside out to actually show me around it properly. But this is your variable speed. This, I believe, you can unscrew and select a lower ratio on the motor, on the drive. So if you want a higher torque, lower speed, you can use this combined with a little pin set up in there, which we'll have a little play around with. And then this is your actual gearbox itself. Select the speeds. So a few more controls. Obviously we've got full manual control of the cross slide and the carriage if we want to, but we can also feed it along automatically. If we move this up and pull this up, I believe the cross slide will run automatically until you knock it off. If we put it in the bottom hole, if we can get it in the bottom hole, there we go. We can feed it automatically along until we either knock that off or until this plunger hits the stop here, and then it should do the same thing. And then we can also lock the carriage to the lead screw for thread cutting, depending on what pitch thread we've got. So that is a few of the controls, all new to me, all of this stuff. So hopefully having my father-in-law really helped me to learn how to use this properly as a real machinist. We have gone through it, as I say, we've just lubricated all the points, and we've also checked the wiring to the motor on the back and made sure the actual chuck spins freely and the gearbox is all spinning freely inside here, and there's nothing engaged. So I think we should plug it in and try it. What do you reckon? Come on in, let's have a little go. This is a genuine start up if it starts. So the drive belt is looking a little bit sorry for itself, but it's still there. The electrical wire into the motor isn't looking very IP rated anymore. So we've checked it all by hand, we've made sure everything's tight so nothing flies off. Let's give it a go, shall we? Now that is genuinely unbelievable. That has been sat outside in all the weather for over 26 years. We've pulled it out, we've given it a quick clean up, everything's operating and working, and even the motor still turns. Now you tell me, if you went out and bought a lathe today, parked it up for 26 years, outside, if you got it out, would there even be anything left? Probably not. So, a lovely vintage machine. Thanks for joining us on that journey, guys. I don't know whether this is going to be a series of videos that I'm going to put up or not yet. I'm deciding what to do with it. I'm obviously going to go through it and make sure it works and get it operational. Be a lovely little tool to have in the workshop. So I probably will take you guys along for the ride if people are interested in watching. So thanks for joining me. Look after yourselves. Take care. Ta-ta.